It's a story that captures the reality of many families living on the streets of Ghana's capital, Accra. In this week's edition of JoyNews' citizen-driven mini documentary series dubbed Dear Nanado, a mother and her 4 children sleep rough on the streets of Accra, with the infants having already missed the school term. The story also highlights a critical promise in the NPP's 2016 manifesto, which said that the regime would develop housing units targeted at the vulnerable and the marginalized. There's more in the following edition of Dear Nanado.
Ain't got no home, ain't got no shoes, ain't got no money, ain't got no class, ain't got no skirts, ain't got no sweaters, ain't got no perfume, ain't got no love, ain't got no faith.
The Kwame Nkrumah Interchange, popularly known as Dubai, a home to many homeless people in the capital. A mother covers her baby from the cold.
Ain't got no brother, ain't got no children.
A husband, a wife, and a son slam it out on the cold concrete pavement because they do not have anywhere to lay their heads.
And as far as the people know, when I need this for need, we then stop it doing like bulu bulu standuru.
It is 4 a.m. The homeless are in their final lap of sleep. In about 30 minutes, they would have no choice but to get up and make way for retailers. It is not pleasant looking at children sleeping out in the open. Sadly, this is the reality. They wipe sleep from their eyes, pack up their belongings, and away they go, ready for the day's daily grind. In fact, in the NPP manifesto, the phrase affordable housing was used 6 times. Housing was used 23 times in the manifesto, an indication that it is a priority. Chapter 6, paragraph 2 of the manifesto states that the NPP government will develop housing units targeted at the vulnerable and marginalized. Paragraph 4 of President Nana Akufo-Addo's vision to be president stated he chose to run for president because of the young man who never had a chance to go to school but is sleeping rough on the street of Accra. My focus is on this family of 5.
God bless our homeland, Ghana. God bless our homeland, Ghana.
They make their way to the Independence Square, where they will spend the rest of their day, then later retire to the Tema station. But life has not always been this harsh for Florence Opoku and her family. Their rent expired, so they had to move out because they had no money. They rented out a kiosk for a year, but the owner of the kiosk refused to renew their rent. So they find themselves here. The children have not been to school for a term. They are missing out on the right to education.
pension outside one na me to make my okọ baby nti and can there any problem say I say means me show man I be etisa so I say I want check akra na aba 19 ama e better na
Ain't got no home, ain't got no shoes, ain't got no money.
Listening to her children demand to go to school breaks her heart. Florence says she looks up to God to save her family from hardship.
Banya di manyame. Brother bia me say nyame wo be say ne de. Ana mu nsema ho ade akasho me say nyame tie asire nda so. Da bia asma me mama me ba me ka say no me se be so anopa me pa e ba ku yenu pera me bo say me mama ho de na. Nyame be ma dwene ba bi kakadu o betre me so de kiosk kra na me nyam pera me do mu tena mam so anopa ma fa me pan na me ko.
She has an appeal to make to the president.
Na o ma boy pa na. They say the more day. Na na do yesre na da. Bibi e meta na chi. Masa mekan say na na do we dey pa na chi o ma boy pa. Ono an ni da na ni say the more day mai. Baby etina ahomete. Ye ne ye ma ne na ye fa ne say ye nuamo e de mai. Ti yesre na da o ma do me ye ni da na so ye ni obi bia ni da na so nte pa na chi o pa o ma hwa ye. Na baby e da na nye. No hu ye mabo.
Quarty is selling his wares past 2 a.m. Just close by his girlfriend and son. They have no room, so they spend all evening here, then use public toilets and bathrooms during the day.
You know, I can't try renting a place whilst I don't have the capacity. It's all about financial crisis. Yeah. You see, I don't have nothing good doing. The way it is, this one is hand to mouth. What I sell is what we eat, because we don't sell in the morning. We only sell in the night from 8 till the next day. Likewise, the way you are all seeing in the night.
In the morning, where will you go?
I just pack my things to watch mine, and I just hawk around till night.
People like Florence and Quarty are reminding the president to keep his promise.
We were not the one who tell him to say that thing in his manifesto. Neither we writing him letter to alert us by that. He is the one come out direct and told us that this and that is what he is going to do. So we are praying for God to touch his heart.
Ain't got no perfume, ain't got no love, ain't got no faith. I ain't got no culture, ain't got no mother, ain't got no father, ain't got no brother, ain't got no children, ain't got no aunts, ain't got no uncles, ain't got no love, ain't got no mind.
All right, so we know that there have been some things that have been done as far as the housing is concerned by this administration, and we're going to be sharing that with you in a bit. So as of 2016, the National Housing Policy was launched to guide housing development in the country. Work also continued on the construction of the 368 housing units under the Phase 2 of the housing project for the Ghana Navy under the Security Services Housing Project. And it is ongoing, and overall progress of work, it was about 40% the last time we checked. Now, work was also progressing steadily on the construction of 1,502 housing units under the Phase 1 of the 5,000 housing units project at Sagle Miningo Pram Pram. Overall progress of work was about 95% completion. And then the completion of 4,720 affordable housing units in Greater Accra, Ashanti, Northern, Upper West and Eastern regions were also initiated. Work on the completion of the 1,478 units at Botemang under the government affordable housing project government affordable housing project program by SNIT was about 80% complete, while the completion of the 1,526 units at Boom was also about 70% complete. Then we come to 2017, where under the affordable housing under the affordable housing program, government set out to build 2,500 units, but as at end year 2018, the ministry official report states it continued the construction of 1,024 out of the 5,000 housing units of which 628 have been completed at Saglemi in the Ningo Prampram district. And under the redevelopment program, a total number of 39 townhouses and 24 units, block of flats, have been provided to house public servants. Bong affordable housing project handed over to TDCL, comprising 24 blocks, to provide 321 units of apartments when completed, and that stands at 50%.